Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to another Black Desert Online guide. In today's video, I'm going to give you a 1 to 50 leveling guide. I get asked a lot now, what's the fastest way to level, or should I quest or just grind to level 50? So, I wanted to show you guys some of the good grinding spots to level up in. I want to first explain that this is not the only way to level. If you just grind to level 50, then you're going to have very low energy, contribution points, and inventory space. You also won't learn any of the other mechanics of the game besides the combat system, so I'd personally suggest that if this is going to be your first time playing the game, to take your time, do all the quests, go exploring, and just not to worry too much about the speed at which you level. That being said, if you do want to get to level 50 as fast as possible, then let's get started. So, you've created your first character and spawned into the town Olivia. You'll have a few talk to me quests and then a small combat tutorial on a training dummy. Once you have done these quests, this is where you can really start leveling. I'd strongly suggest doing the Black Spirit quest until at least the Goblin quest chain, as this will help you to get some inventory space, and you will also get a donkey by this point if you've done some of the quests in Valia. So, providing you do follow the Black Spirit quest, this should see you through to around level 13 to 15. If you're level 13 when you finish the Goblin chain, then I suggest grinding a few more Goblins to push you to at least level 14. Once you've hit level 14, it's time to head over to the northern Hidel Quarry. This is located just north of Hidel, hence the name, and here you will find quite closely packed imps which are pretty easy to kill. Just pull a few at a time and you're good to go. If you're having issues getting kills here because it's busy, then you can always try one of the other camps. There is one northeast of Hidel which may be less packed, and once you reach level 18, it's time to move on to the next place. So, this next spot is actually one of my favourites. It's called the Moria Tea Plantation, and is located southeast of Hidel. Here you will find lots of scarecrow mobs, which are melee, meaning that you can pull between 4 to 7 of them without much of an issue. There are multiple little farm segments that are separated by a stone wall, so make sure that you go to the next patch if you've cleared out the first bit. You'll stay here until level 23, and then move on to the next spot, which is the Rundi Camp and Castle. This is southeast of the plantation and consists of warriors, archers, and wizards. There are a few good grinding spots here, so I suggest just going with the one that isn't being grinded by someone else. There are the forest mobs which are near the eastern gateway, and then the other places are the camp itself, and then the castle grounds, which is to the southeast again. Both of these have a very dense mob population and will allow you to do a lot of AoE killing. Just make sure that you watch out for the archers and wizards, as they can end up killing you if you pull too many and do not shut them down properly. You're going to want to stay here until at least 26, but I'd suggest 27 as the next spot gets pretty painful when you start there. So, now you're ready to move on to the Blood Monastery, which is located directly south of Glish. The best grinding spot for this place is right outside the monastery in the courtyard itself, so you need to run up the path past all the mobs and get into the courtyard. Once you're there, you can pull packs to your heart's content. As long as there isn't someone else grinding in that spot, they'll normally respawn faster than you can actually kill them. This is one of the faster places to level as there are lots of mobs and they give good XP. So here, you have a choice. You can either stay here until around level 30 and move on to the Red Orc Camp, which is located west of Glish, over and across the valley, and grind there until level 32 or 33, or you can just stay at the monastery until that level instead. I personally got a little bit bored of the monastery after 3 or 4 levels, so I ended up moving over to the Red Orcs, but hey, the choice is yours. Once you've hit level 33, it's time to head over to the Kuruto Cave, which is located northeast of Calfian. The cave has a few large packs of mobs, and none of them are particularly difficult to kill, so get killing and grind here until level 36. Once you do hit level 36, it's time to move over to the possessed humans, which are northwest of the Kuruto camp. Once you're here, just kill these until level 39, and then it's time to go troll hunting. The mobs here are very tightly packed, and there's nothing very special about these guys, so enjoy. The Quint Hill Trolls, which are located northwest of Calfian, give a pretty substantial amount of XP per kill, and there are 2 pretty big groups to kill. You only need to stay here until level 40, as you can go to the best place for leveling in my opinion at this point, which is the Chimeras that are located just southeast of Keplen town. These have a pretty good pack size and give great XP. They are all melee and even have a decent spawn rate. So for these reasons, you're going to farm here all the way up until level 44, at which point the XP they give seems to decrease quite a lot. So, when you hit level 44, it's time to head southeast from where you are to the giant spawn. There are two very big packs here, so if you're the only person farming there, then you can just keep pulling these two packs for good and easy XP. But be careful, this is one of the first places that you'll encounter some sturdy and elite mobs, so make sure that you don't get one-shot by them. Now, here's another choice for you. You can either grind here until level 46 or 47 and then head over to the Mansha Forest, which is southwest of Calfian, or you can grind giants all the way to level 48 or 49 and then head over to Catfish, which is located also southwest of Calfian. I personally like farming the Manshas as they're easy to kill, spawn in big packs, and there are lots of them, so you rarely have any downtime. Either way, they are both valid leveling options, so I'll leave that down to you to choose. Congratulations! After you've done all of this, you should be level 50, which is going to be the start of the soft cap when the Western version releases. But if you do want to continue to grind, then your best bet is either to stay at the Manshas or the Catfish, as these have great tightly packed mobs, and these are two locations that you can see through to level 51 to 52. But please remember that that will take a long time compared to Korea, as their soft cap is around level 55. If you are playing the Korean version and you want some more grind spots, then at level 52 you can head over to the Helmet Mine, which is east of Velia, and you can grind there until level 53 to 54. After that, you can head over to Elric Temple, which is east of there, and then you can stay there until level 55, at which point you should check out Sousan Temple, and yet again, this is east of Elric. There are a few things I wanted to mention to try and help you guys level up as fast as possible, and the first one is milk tea. This is a tea that gives plus 8% XP and plus 5% HP recovery for 90 minutes. You can either purchase this off the marketplace for around 5,000 to 9,000 silver each, or you can craft it yourself. The required materials are tea with high quality scent, cornflower, milk, and cooking honey. To make the tea with a high quality scent, you need to collect 4 roses or apples, which can be gathered from the northern plantation, which is northeast of Calfian. Once you have that, you need to collect 3 honey, which can be collected from the beehives south of Velia, and then you can turn these beehives into honey by using the grind function in crafting. And then all you need is 7 water, which you can purchase from any innkeeper vendor. However, you need to be at least a level 1 apprentice to make the scented tea. Once you've made the scented tea, it's time to create the cornflower. To get this, just gather some corn from the plantation and grind it into cornflower. 1 corn makes 1 cornflower. Pretty simple. You'll also need to gather milk from cows from the farm east of Calfian called the Falres Dirt Farm. There is a small mini game from milking in which you must use the left and right mouse to click the udders. Don't totally exhaust the milk from the udder or you will fail. Once you've got 3 milk, get 3 cooking honey from earlier and put it all together on a cooking utensil to make milk tea. To craft this, you need to be a skilled level 1 cook. I personally couldn't be bothered to grind the cooking levels, so I ended up just purchasing it from the marketplace. Hopefully, someone will grind cooking on launch so that you can just buy them and avoid having to do it yourself. The second thing you need to make sure you have is potions, and lots of them. You can purchase these from general goods vendors, or some towns have specific potion vendors, normally an alchemist or something. You can also craft your own potions, but I personally haven't tried this yet, as buying them seems to work fine for me. If you're not playing a class that has good self-sustain like a witch, then you will chomp through quite a few. Classes like the rangers will consume a lot of mana potions to grind at a fast rate, so don't worry if you're having to drink quite a few, just make sure you're earning more silver than you're actually spending on the potions themselves. The final thing I wanted to tell you guys about today is group leveling in this game. The XP amounts have been adjusted for EU release, meaning that group grinding is now a viable thing to do. But you should either do this in a group of 2 or 5 and nothing in between, or you will just lose potential XP. To explain this quickly, if you're alone, you receive 100% XP. With 2 people, you receive 70% XP. And with 3 to 5 people, you receive 50% XP. So you may as well go with 5 people, as you'll get the same XP as you would if you were with 3 people. To make group grinding as effective as possible, you should all be nuking down packs as soon as possible and possibly taking multiple groups at a time if the spawns are close enough. So, That's it for this video, guys. I hope that this will help you get to level 50 faster and give you a better idea on how to speed level in this game. If you guys have enjoyed this video, then please do like and subscribe for more Black Desert content. Until next time, guys, take it easy and peace out.